Good afternoon, everyone, and people of Wareham. Good to be back again. It's been an awesome couple of weeks. I had a really cool guest in here a couple of weeks ago. I have a really awesome guest in here tonight, too. Another musical guest. This is Jane Hua, but before we get there, she's going to play something from her piano. And then she's going to be performing at Faneuil in a couple of days, 3 days from now. But before we get to her, like I said, we've got to read these underwriters very quickly, and then we'll commence with the show. So, we got Brian's Auto and Tire Service in Middleborough. We got the Cornerstone Barber Shop in Pembroke. We got New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We got Genuine's Inspection in Middleborough. We got Carver Jewelers in Carver. Ronald R. Lionel Delano Goldsmiths. We got Pembroke Radiator in Pembroke. We got D&S Auto Works in Abington. We got Smoke and Ashes Tobacco Stores in Whitman, South Weymouth, Hanson, Abington, Pembroke. We got Whitman Abington News Corporate Office. There's the number. We got Tom Auto in Middleborough. We got the Gun Runner LLC, the Second Amendment Store in Middleborough. We got Richie's Auto Care in Hanover. We got Madigan Land Surveying in Middleborough. We got good old Dave's Automotive on Route 58 in Hanson. I want to thank you guys very much. And now on that note, I will introduce this young lady. This is Jane Hua. She's a concert pianist, I guess. You've done a lot of performing in nice venues, classical music mostly. And we're going to talk to her and find out, how she got to where she is and what the future holds. But first of all, Jane, I want to thank you for coming in down here to being on my show tonight. And it's great to have you. And lugging your keyboard was totally worth it. I know you really. It may not be that heavy, but it's a lot of work to lug that apparatus of yours from one place to another, right? But you're good at it. You love what you do.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. I'm really glad to talk here and to meet the audience and finally meet you.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been a pleasure.
It's a pleasure already. Okay. Well, so what I do with all my guests, I try to find out what they were like as younger people. You don't look too old, but tell me about. I mean, are you from China originally?
Yes,
okay.
I'm from China originally.
You are from China, because I've had some guests on from China recently. I've been to China too. It's a lovely country. And so talk about what life is like growing up in China, and and then when you came over here, what the details were, or what you did in China that might have motivated you to come over here to the United States to play your music. And then if I have any questions, I'll fire them in there. So go ahead.
Okay, so I grew up as a single child, and
good for you. Lucky you.
Very spoiled, yes.
Cool.
And I started to play piano since 5-year-old.
Oh, cool.
So,
wow.
Yeah, many years.
That's a year younger than when I started.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I started at 6, but I didn't stay with it though. But you did, obviously.
Well, I started, but as a hobby. So my parents didn't ever push me into this concert career, and I did all the intense academic studies until college. So I didn't go for college with music degree.
Okay.
And the turnaround is senior year. I met an American professor, and he heard me.
Hold up a second. Was this all in China?
Yes.
What part? Now I know some of the cities in China. I don't know why, but I'm guessing you near the Shanghai area. Is that true?
Not really.
Okay,
I'm in the northwest. So if you know Xinjiang
province. What was the name
province,
of the town you grew up in? I'm just curious. Maybe I've been there.
The city is called Urumqi.
Urumqi?
Yeah, Urumqi.
Okay, no, I don't think so. We've been to Wuxi, but not Urumqi.
Oh, Wuxi is near Shanghai, but it's
right.
different.
Okay, we were in both those cities. Okay, so you're talking about when you were in high school in China?
Yes, in high school I'm still playing, but mostly it's academic work. I spend like 1 hour playing every day, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you say? You met a professor and he thought you were good enough to...
Yeah, to go into grad school in college.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So this was in China still?
Yeah, this is in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, okay. Yeah. Is that where you went to college?
Yes.
All right. What was the name of the college?
It's called Hong Kong Baptist University.
Okay. I've been to Hong Kong too. Okay. I'm wondering maybe I've been by it. And how long ago was this?
I don't want to reveal my age, but it's
you don't have to reveal your age, but I mean, was it in the past 10 years?
Yeah, sort of.
You don't look that old. I mean, you couldn't even be half my age, I'm guessing. But
okay, well, you don't want to compete.
Okay, but so it was recent. It wasn't that long ago.
So after I met this professor, I graduated college, and then I came to the U.S. with him. So
you did?
Yeah, he helped me prepare the audition for graduate school.
Okay.
And he got a job in Kansas, so I was in Kansas for the first...
Kansas?
Yes,
okay.
Kansas. For the first, I think, 3 years.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
What kind of job did he have in Kansas? Teaching job?
Yeah, I think he's now a school director at one of the college.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And did you do any college training in the United States?
With him, like private study.
Just with him, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now you still friends with him now?
Yeah, yeah. We
Oh.
still talk a lot.
Okay, is he still? I mean, is he still in Kansas? Now you're in the Boston area. So
Yeah.
how did that come about? Why did you move to Boston?
So he's still in Kansas because his families are all there, and then he got a really good job there. And now, once I graduated from the first master's degree in
Yep.
Kansas, I decided I want to do more studies, so I applied for UMass Amherst.
Okay.
And I got accepted, and then that's why I moved to the Massachusetts. And then after I graduated there, I moved to Boston.
Well, UMass. Now that's interesting.
Yeah.
Did you major in music at UMass Amherst?
Yes, for both schools, I majored in piano performance or chamber music.
Just curious, why did you pick UMass Amherst? UMass Amherst is a great school, but it's got at least when I was in high school, and that was a long time ago, about over 40, almost 50 years ago.
Yeah.
It had a reputation for being more of a party school than a you know.
That I actually never heard of.
You never heard of that, so it was
Because
different when you were there.
yeah,
Okay.
for a graduate student, we study very intense, and we have jobs to teach undergrad. So we're like, a little bit above than
Okay.
the average undergrad level, and we all, receive full scholarship. So we're pretty much like faculty, but not quite as faculty. So
Okay.
we don't party with undergrad.
Okay, that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
so you got a good education. Are you still enrolled now there?
I'm studying at NEC New England Conservatory right now for taking some classes.
Is that Boston?
Yes, it's
Okay.
Boston.
It's not part of Berkeley though, is it?
No, it's nearby Berkeley.
It is
but
near,
it's-
I figured that. Yeah, I actually had a couple of Berkeley students on my show last week
Nice.
from Spain.
Oh,
So right, yeah, and they were they were very well endowed talent wise, and I know you are too. All right, well, so how did you, since you've been in the United States and especially in Boston, you've obviously arranged for some pretty cool gigs for yourself, including what you're going to be doing at Faneuil Hall in 3 days on Saturday, February 27th. So how did you end up doing? How did you get that going? Was that from your professor from China, or did you arrange it yourself, or who helped you get that?
well, it's a long story. So I met the organizer through a friend,
Okay,
and then since pandemic, everybody's trying to put things online, and I had some experience doing video production, so I can basically play and filming and doing editing and stuff. So I was helping her to organize stuff. So
Okay.
this concert is one of the concert series we were putting up together, and I'm actually playing. But before this, I already produced 2 or 3 concerts with that organization and at Faneuil Hall. So it's a
so you've already performed at Faneuil Hall.
yeah.
Oh, cool. How many? Did you say like 2 or 3 times?
No, I was helping to produce concerts for other
Oh,
musicians.
okay.
Yes,
All
and
right.
this one is my own concert.
And I see. That's amazing. So
Mm-hmm.
to help produce, you mean how does that? What would your job be to help produce it? What did you have to do?
Well, it's kind of like 2-man's orchestra, and then we have to, have 3 camera angles and microphones set up
Okay.
and some lights, and then arrange all the rehearsals and stuff. And after the concert, I have to do the editing of all the clips. So
Oh, okay. So basically, you did the video portion and the audio portion of the show.
yeah, and combine together to put up a 1-hour concerts.
Okay. And in that having been said, you have some stuff on YouTube. We were going to share it today, but I figured, why not, instead of doing that, why don't you perform, just bring your keyboard and perform. But
Yeah.
just tell me about what you have on YouTube also. What do you have, what have you done? Most of your performances on Faneuil Hall are on YouTube now, is that it?
It's not not premiered yet. So the Faneuil Hall performance is premiere on this Sunday,
Okay,
and I think 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock actually.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but what do you have on YouTube though? What
Yeah,
what venues have you performed in besides Faneuil Hall?
I did a gig in Harvard Music Society,
Okay,
also produced by the same organization, but it's a very historical venue and a beautiful hall and beautiful piano. And I did a concert at Boston Public Library at
Okay.
Brandon Branch, which is also virtual because now everybody just
right,
closed the
I
venue.
understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you've been here. You've been in the United States. You got here before the virus did, right? So you already started doing music here before that happened, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that was probably a few years ago.
Yeah, but I've been in Boston only for 2 years, so
Okay. Well, a lot has
mostly,
happened in the last 2 years, as we know.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. When you perform at Faneuil Hall, I mean, is there always an indoor venue or is there outdoors as well? When the weather gets warmer, you're going to be performing out, obviously. All right. You know what? Why don't we're going to take a little break and have you perform now, and we'll talk more about it when you're done. So you're going to perform a couple of songs for us, and you're going to name the
Okay.
titles, and then when you're done, we'll finish the interview, so go ahead.
Okay, I have a short piece to play. It's French composer Eric Satie's Gino PD No. 1. So enjoy.
Very good.
Thank you.
I know that one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you gonna do another one?
Sure.
Okay.
So the second music I'm playing is Chinese music by a composer called Wang Jianzhong, and this piece is called Silver Clouds Chasing the Moon.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Okay.
piece.
was awesome.
Thank you.
You know, it's funny because as a kid, I always was fascinated by things that were Chinese, including the music, and I always wanted to play it on the piano. But I never could figure out how to do it. Now you showed me, even though I'll probably never do it, but that's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Well, that was very nice. I mean, that definitely took me back to my trip that I went when I went there in 1998.
Oh, which cities you visited?
We visited, oh, I'll tell you, sure, I can give you the list. We started in Beijing, then we went to Xi'an, Nanjing, Wulin, Suzhou, Shanghai, let's see what else. There was, I thought I got them. There was Guangzhou, and then we went to Macau for an afternoon, and then we came back and finished up in Hong Kong and came home like after 3 weeks.
Oh,
I
that's
think I
so
named
cool.
all the cities right, but you probably know all of them that I named.
Yeah, but I didn't visit all of them.
Well, I mean, we were doing an 8-day tour. I mean, sorry, a 3-week tour. I said 8 days. I meant 3 weeks because it was the summer of 1998. It was extremely hot. And I mean, it was hot. I mean, we actually went in Shanghai, we went to a cultural center with children playing music. And I'm wondering if you were one of them. There were little kids that were dancing and playing music. Nobody played the piano, but some of the kids were playing a violin. I don't know if you played any other. Have you played any other instruments?
Only piano.
Only piano? Well, that's fine. That's a hard instrument to play. As someone who tried it for 7 years and just gave up, I can attest to that. It's not an easy instrument to master. All right, but let's talk about, we were just about to go before you started. So what other venues have you performed at besides, you had something going on, you've performed at the library, but do you have like an agent or anything? People who give you gigs, or do you
I don't have an agent right now. I just go with my friends' recommendations. Sometimes I just meet the right person.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Right.
I did some, even hospital. I played at Dana-Farber for
Wow,
physicians.
they probably make the patients feel a lot better. Music is a healer. It's a natural healing thing,
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of doctors play music professionally, and I have some friends that are actually playing,
Wow.
besides, like amateur musician, but they're daytime doctors. So.
Now, what is your goal for the future? I mean, you plan to play at Carnegie Hall someday, get on the big stage?
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah, all right, that makes sense. That's great. I mean, you're very good at it. Have you been on TV before in the United States or in China?
Yeah, in China, I actually, because my undergrad degree is journalism, and I actually had a little experience intern at a TV station in Hong Kong, so I actually appeared in TV like twice, I think.
Cool, in Hong Kong.
Yeah, in Hong Kong,
Okay.
as a journalist, but not like a talent.
You mean like you did report?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be at your seat and interview other people.
Well, is that right? Well, so what about in the United States? You planning on, that's not a career you're going to pursue as well, or is it?
No.
But it sounds like fun. Did you get paid for doing this?
Nope.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, you get a great experience.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the possibility of doing like a music beat column or something in a newspaper?
That would be fun.
Yeah,
I
always
like
suggest
to write.
people,
Yeah.
the more the more multifaceted you are, the more opportunities you're going to have in later life. You know what I mean? And that's great.
Yeah.
And you obviously got plenty of that going right now. I mean, you got so much going on, and so I mean, performing at Faneuil Hall, and then so now that the spring's coming, what's going to happen with you going forward after Faneuil Hall? What other things have you got planned? Anything else?
So there's a very big production that I'm working for. Cambridge Chamber Ensemble, that we have a Wagner opera, which is called Forbidden Love, and I will be playing piano.
Yes.
Yeah, for the whole crew.
Yep.
Which is a 2-hour production, and we're gonna make a lot of effort. So.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And that's going to be when? Like April?
I think the production is in late May, and the online premiere, because we have to do it online. It's probably in June.
Right, yeah, it's going to take a while, I understand.
Yeah.
Have you ever, now you say you know how to edit videos too, correct?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever edited your own, do you edit your own work at all? Like,
yeah.
You put it on YouTube? Mm-hmm. Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
I know, is classical the only type of music you play? Do you ever do any other just jazz, rock, or anything else, pop music, or just classical?
Just classical as my work, and other stuff just, as my fun. I keep it to myself because I wasn't good enough to showcase.
Have you ever tried to create a music video where you had people doing things in the video that, I mean, see, ordinarily, if you were playing pop music, or if you were a rapper or something, you might create a video with people doing things that, tell a story. But just doing classical, it's probably not as likely. But I was wondering if you'd ever consider doing it anyway.
I actually appeared in a music video with a hip hop artist, but
Okay.
I wasn't doing music. I was just an actress.
That's fine. But that's something. That's. So what did you do in the video? You were in the video with him?
Yeah, I was in the video, just pretend to be his girlfriend and then do some acting scenes.
Well, that's good. I mean, if he picked you to be his pretend girlfriend, he must have thought you looked good enough to be his girlfriend anyway.
Yeah.
And I can see that. That makes a lot of sense.
Thank you.
Okay. Is that somebody that I might have heard of, the rapper? You want to name him? It's up to you.
Maybe I can show his work after the
Okay, that's
interview.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the video? Do you have the video?
The video is on YouTube. So
It is?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's awesome. I don't know if we have time to edit it in. How long is it?
2 minutes.
Okay.
2-3
Well,
minutes.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're just about ready to wrap the show up. But I hope you had fun with me.
Yeah.
Okay. What I want you to do, here's what we're going to do. Look at the camera over there and give shouts out to people that are going to see the show. That can include your family. It can include your friends, people at your school. And then we'll go over a couple other things and then we'll wrap the show up.
Okay. I want to say thank you very much for all the people that's been supporting me, like my professors, and my family. They probably won't be able to see the show because.
Yeah, they will. Don't they get YouTube in China?
YouTube is banned in China and Google, so
It's banned?
it's banned, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
It's
that's
been
awful.
decades.
Well, okay, well,
Yeah, I have to download it and
yeah, I
translate
mean, I
it.
downloaded it. You probably can. All right, who else? Go ahead, just condense them.
And all the friends, all my music colleagues in Boston that give me all these gigs and performance opportunities, and my students always been my inspiration, and I have so many people that I have to, thank for that got me to this stage, which is really difficult because I've been here for 8 years in the States and my family never visited me, so it's kind of difficult.
Okay, you mentioned your students. Do you teach too?
Yeah, I teach.
All right, talk about that too. We get enough time to cover that and then we'll wrap the show up.
So now I teach at Brookline Chinese School. They have like adult piano class.
Okay, where's this? Brooklyn?
Brookline, yeah.
Brookline, I'm sorry. Brookline, big difference, obviously.
Yeah,
Sorry about that. Yeah, great town.
Yeah, and I teach at Noteworthy Music Studio in Salisbury.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and also Cambridge Adult Education.
Wow, you teach a lot. That's amazing. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah.
I didn't realize that. I'm glad we covered it.
Yeah.
All right, well, if you had fun with me, I want you to talk to people that are doing what you do and see if you can get them on as guests. That's how I get a lot of my guests is word of mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, Jenny, you ready to wrap the show up as we began it with my music?
Okay, yeah, sure.
All right, folks. Thanks for watching Topic Time, people of Wareham and the free world. And see you next time. Take care. Have a good one. Yep.
You are watching a master at work.
Another words I'm flexing on. I wrote the song I wrote the song, man, on campus. Another word, so I'm flexing on selfish. Imagination live the music like a vessel. The criticism on repeat like broken records. Excessive, I read it on Reddit just for the record. I'm not surprised at first it coming from my exes. No axiom right across the line with no axes. But fashion over, let's address it. Let me ride. I'm no Elvis. I can feel the weight. I guess the pressure. I wanna spread my wings across the atlas. I wanna earn it all, no ashes. Right, I'm no Elvis. I can feel the weight. I guess the pressure. I wanna spread my wings across the atlas. I wanna earn it all, no ashes. No cubes in my jewels in my cooler. What? If my chain don't shine, is it aluminum? If my record's on fire, am I cool enough? And I'm hearing all the critics, I ain't good enough to study. Question my drive like my Uber stuck in traffic. Hoping I choke like a Cobra clutch. They overlust. Ain't nobody cold as us. It makes sense to pay attention while they overcharge. I'm too dope. You need to find prints not to overdose. My talents are supercharged, they in overload. I'm about to crash, I'm losing it. Comatose. Only way you get the sinus is a runny nose. The only way you get the sinus is a runny nose. The only way you get the sinus is a... Look, revenge is like the sweetest shit ever. Improving right is like sour amaretto. Does every flower in the garden lose a petal? I rose up from the dirt in the ghetto.